Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. I know it feels like it's been about a gajillion years, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to return to the LEGO Mixels reviews. And of course, series number 4 came out, I was going to say recently, but it's been a little while already. I think it's been about a month maybe at this point or so, but for some reason, no stores, and I mean 0 stores around me got these guys, and they only got them like in the last 3 days or so, so I finally managed to get them. I actually was hunting down 2 guys that I couldn't find for a little while. So, nonetheless, all that mumbo jumbo, let's get it out of the way. We're going to begin, of course, with the new Orbitons, who look awesome if I may say so myself. Today we're going to be taking a look at Niksput, who looks quite fantastic indeed. Of course, I play on Sputnik, which is Russian for satellite. If you didn't know, that's what it means. Sputnik is Russian for satellite. It is set number 41528, 62 pieces in grand total. Of course, still comes in the Mixels bag, which is nice. I think that's a great idea. On the back of the packaging, we can see the Orbitons Max, which is, whoa, which is not camera focused, apparently. Come on, camera, you can do it. I believe in you. There's Niksput, Rocket, and Nerp-Naut. The 3 of them combined together become the fantastic looking, majestic looking Orbitons. Of course, you can go to lego.com/Mixels for additional information. And then, of course, we can see the rest of lineup for series number 4 right on this side, including the new Infernites, which is pretty neat indeed. And then I think these guys are called the Gloomies or the Glowies or something like that. I'm still not very well versed on all of the new characters. So with all that in mind, of course, let's go on ahead and assemble Niksput and take a look at the Mixel inside. So, who is Niksput? Niksput has all the charm and bravado of a leading man, but the brain of a banana. This dim-witted Orbiton with a sharp hairstyle likes to pretend that he's up for anything and only realizes how scared he is when it's too late. So beware! Niksput's adjustable wings for high-speed flight combined with a total lack of skill mean that a crash landing is always likely. Alrighty guys, so here is the fully assembled Niksput! I love saying that name, that's a really cool name. And once again, I am very, very impressed with what the LEGO group has managed to pull off with these Mixels. I love the Mixels line, you know it already at this point. I really, really enjoy it quite a bit. I hope that we get a LEGO Mixels game at some point. That would be a ton of fun. Just the customization, the crazy wacky gameplay that we could have will be a ton of fun. So, that being said, of course, let us begin by taking a look at Niksput's design here. As you can see, he looks quite cool. He almost does look like a disassembled satellite that you would then, or a space satellite, of course, that you would then reassemble in some way, shape, or form into a human character. I mean, with all these little wing flaps, this little thing that acts almost like an Elvis-like haircut, which is just fantastic. I love the orb eye right here. That just looks incredibly cool. I love that concept in general. Just the dome-like shape of that is really cool. And a lot of the Orbitons share that particular feature, so I can't wait to check out the other 2 members of the Orbitons. Of course, as you can see right in the back here, he's got some sort of a boost engine, which allows him to almost act like a jetpack, I guess, which is quite cool indeed to work along with his hands. Or, of course, the wings. As I mentioned before, these are actually his wing flight suit. So these are technically his hands. There goes his little flame effect. But these are actually his hands right here. You can see these act as his little hands, and these are his little arms here. However, as you can see, his wings are attached to his arms, so he's almost like a bat-like creature in that regard. So that's cool indeed. The feet are quite simple indeed. I feel like I'm having a banana head or a banana brain at this point, like Niksput would. But of course, his feet are quite simple in design. However, they still do work very, very well. He's actually very, very cool in terms of design in regards to like just the crazy wacky shapes that you can get him in. Like, look at that. That just looks awesome. That's really, really cool looking. And I love the fact that his top of his jaw here is articulated on the ball joint, because again, it gives you so much more personality to fit, like, you know, the crazy wacky nature that you would see this guy. Like, for example, maybe a crash landing is about to occur and he'd look something like this. He's like, oh my God, how do we do this? It's just really cool. It gives you a lot of expression just by moving this around. That's really neat. Of course, as always, if you want, you could always remove the dome and readjust the eye to be looking elsewhere. For example, something like this, as if he's seeing something in the corner of his eye and he looks a little bit terrified, you know, maybe something a little bit more expressive like this, you know. It just, again, you can just see the amount of personality in these guys is just phenomenal. I really am always impressed by when they get them right, which is not always, to be fair. There we go. I'll be very, very fair in that regard. It's not always that they get them all right, but when they do, they're fantastic. And this is just an awesome, awesome start to series number 4. I'm very, very excited to check out the other rest of the lineup, I should be saying. But again, very, very cool design, very neat, very, very, very characterful. The articulation on the wings is also obviously quite handy with the ball joints. Everything is ball jointed here on him, so that's really, really great. Again, I would like to have more articulation in the legs and such, but considering how expressive this character is just with the ball joints that we have here, I just hope that the future iterations stick to ball joints instead of the previous designs that we've seen before, where they would sometimes have like the little swivels, because that articulation really did not help in any way, shape, or form, whereas this is a lot more expressive. It allows you for a lot more characterful expressions to be pulled off using the articulation points that are at hand. So with all that being said, of course, there you guys go. That is the review for Niksput. I hope that you guys enjoyed the new format for the LEGO Mixels reviews. If you did, smack that like button. Let me know if you guys want to see more of the Mixels. Of course, I have the rest of Series 4 picked up. I will be reviewing the rest of the Orbitons, but then we'll see, maybe have a little bit of a break before we get to the Orbitons Max, and then of course the rest of Series 4. But with that in mind, of course, let me know if you guys want to see the rest of the lineup. With that in mind, thanks all for watching. I said with that in mind like 42 times right there, so achievement unlocked. And of course, I'll see you folks later, alligators. Bye bye guys, thanks all for watching.